I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to my sponsor, P2 Collectibles, located at 204 East McGalliard Road in Muncie and on eBay as well. So next time you're here in Muncie, let us know. Come give us a visit. What is up, y'all? This is Alex from Plus3 TCG coming at y'all with some test hands today. We are going to be looking at Rocket Guardragon. Really just Dragon Link, just with some Rocket cards. Call it whatever you want. It's just a Guardragon spam deck that uses Rockets and Dragons and Ib. What else is new? Still a really fun deck, y'all. Somewhat resilient, but if you have some of the hand traps, I mean, you got the hand traps then. We'll cut, see what we get, and hope we can play a good hand. Sometimes some of these hands are unplayable. And if I do mess up on a hand, let me know down in the comment section below, y'all. And it looks like we have a bad hand, I think, because we can't really do much except for summon Rocket Synchron, Quick Launch, get a level 4 that we can afford to summon. What's that? There it is. Let's go that one. So we can Dragon Ravine here. I don't know if we want to Dragon Ravine yet. I don't think we have to. Use this effect to do the Guardragon. Add the Guardragon card. World Legacy. Activate World Legacy to grab a dragon. Go into Lambda, effect of Ib. So the problem here is we don't have a normal monster to go back and summon with World Chalice Guardragon. So we can go into LP, but as you see, our grave is not loaded. So I think what we have to do is, unfortunately, use Dragon Ravine. I guess here we could just use World Legacy Guardragon, point it at LP, and then use LP's effect. Because since we have the 2 Call by the Graves, I think we can, because Infinite Impermanence kind of stops this. So yeah, actually we could just do that effectively. Because you're potentially baiting out a hand trap. You could just Guardragon, LP, but then you can't use Pisty effectively, I don't think. Because you're kind of banking on drawing something with Saryuja. So, but you really want to use that Dragon Ravine later. You're not getting my optimal use. So let's try. Let's just go with the LP. Let's even say they try to Ash it. We can Call by the Grave it. Let's just assume that they have hand traps, because that might be this is probably still the most effective place to stop it at. Red MD to target a dragon, any dragon really. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the weird part. We're really banking on drawing into a dragon, and I don't know if that was the correct move. Because we could have just sent a normal monster with Dragon Ravine, and then we could have went into our regular plays. But Dragon Ravine would already be used, so maybe play an extra one since you can use it. I don't know. We'll just have to, I don't know if this is a risky biscuit here. I don't think it necessarily is, because even if we have Dragon Ravine and we take it to here and we don't draw into a dragon, Dragon Ravine can then send Router. Router adds a dragon, then you can do the Pisty plays. And then the only problem is you don't have an extender after that. We're just kind of banking on drawing cards. And we're good. We drew the Tracer and we drew a Legionnaire, so that is pretty good. We can just send probably these. Out of these, we'll probably send these 3 back because we just need the Ravine for later. See, and this is exactly what I mean. Kind of have to use Tracer now in order to play through this hand, since we can't use Pisty. We'll summon with this. Pisty will grab Red MD. Red MD will grab 2 dragons, or a dragon. Boom, boom. go into Agar. Agar will summon this. We can then take these two into a Romulus. Romulus will add us our Dragon Ravine. Our Ravine can then pitch a card to send a card. Destrudo, Absolrouter. Only problem is now we don't have our dragon. Our way to like get to it. So all we can do here, I think, is send Router. We could send Router. We could send Tempest, or we could send Destrudo. I think Router is probably the best bet because it gets us Tracer, even though we can't use it this turn. Then we summon this, banishing our. You can probably banish the Router because you can always use your Guard Dragons again. I think people forget about that sometimes. Banish that, and then I guess you can probably just banish LP since we're playing from the grave at this point. For your Levianair, effect the Levianair, rip a card out of their hand. So this is not a super great board. You have Tracer in hand, you have 2 interruptions, but you do have a next turn with Ravine and Tracer. So that's something to consider there. All right, so this hand is trash. We actually can't do anything with this hand. This is very unfortunate. We might, man. So, yeah, I genuinely don't know what we would do here, y'all. All I think we could do is go here, here, link those 2 away. For seal, effect a Router. Add a Tracer and call it a day, I think. I genuinely don't think there's anything else that we can do here, y'all. That's very unfortunate. This is what I mean. It bricks sometimes. Alright, so we have a pretty playable hand here. We've got 2 extenders plus the starter that we absolutely need. We drew a Galaxy Servant, but that's not the worst thing ever. Draconet effect to summon Justicia. Ib effect to add Guard Dragon, even though we already have them. I've noticed how I haven't been able to really successfully use Succession. A little Guard Dragon, target any of the dragons in our graveyard. Oh, there's only one. Summon Lambda, effect of Ib, triggers. And summon the Guard Dragon. Effect the Guard Dragon. Target this normal monster. Put Pisty in front of LP. Oh man, trying to get some of that glare out of there. Move LP to this zone. So then if they ogre it, like I was talking about in a previous video, if they ogre it, then you can still get the effect off. But we're just going to assume, do we have Call by the Grave? Yeah, we have 1 Call by the Grave, so we're just gonna assume they try to stop it. And we're gonna Call by the Grave it. Red MD summons a dragon. The only one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Saryuja. So far, this play is going off quite well. It's this shuffle from our search, and then draw 4. So this is actually pretty good. This is pretty good. So we can put back this, and this, and then we are golden. even more golden. Pisty will summon the Red MD. Red MD will summon a dragon. And we'll take those into Agarpain. Agarpain effect. Summon this. Take these two. Summon this. Romulus. Romulus effect will add Dragon Ravine. Dragon Ravine. We'll activate it, and then we'll send Tempest, if I can manage to keep my cards in my hand. Tempest to send Destrudo. Destrudo is engraved now. Then we will use Quick Launch to get a Tracer. We'll use the other Quick Launch to get a monster. We could just save that technically. If you wanted to just use the Succession, I guess you could just get a level 4 if we have any. So we actually don't have any level 4s. You could, in theory, just like summon any of the level 4s. So this is like the finally we get to use Succession. I was just talking about how I don't get to use it. We'll target the Draco Net to make it a 4, 4, and 7. Takes you to Dragster. Tracer effect to target this, to then summon a level 4 from deck. Summon the Sphere, take these two into Borreload Savage, target Saryuja, and then you have your 4 interruption board. Sometimes you get lucky and you draw into Ash with this, with your Saryuja, so you'll have a 5 interruption, or you'll have like your Levianair or something like that. You also have Tempest in the grave to be able to make play extensions. For the most part, you don't really get to utilize Tempest all the time. It makes like kind of decent hands good. And that's pretty much it, because the only way you're effectively summoning that is, or using that, is getting the level 1 tuner with that to make this. And most times you can just do that with Tracer at the end of your combo after you've made Dragster. Or if you can't make Dragster, you're usually just ending on the Sphere, this, and this, which is usually good enough. I have a card in hand still, so it's a pretty effective combo. And this is a pretty ideal board in your extra deck, for me at least. You still have Borrelsword, Triple Burst, and then I decided to play the Nightmare package instead of the Appaloosa, because that is actually never, ever coming up, ever. This is the pretty good hand, like good enough to where you can make this. And the only thing that might be able to make this better is if you had like a Monster Reborn to get out Triple Burst, I think. No, not Triple Burst. So yeah, no, there's nothing you could do. The only way you could effectively make Appaloosa down here somehow is with like a Monster Reborn and then another monster. And that Monster Reborn has to get Triple Burst so that you can make another Link 4. It's just not very effective. So I chose to cut the card and then just play cards for going second right here. But here's your extra deck. This is your essentially next turn. If they can't get over this, usually you're good enough, because you can just get this off the board, summon out Brotar on their turn, effect to ditch Quick Launch, and then target itself, add Levianair. And then whatever if they can't break through this, you have a Levianair next turn to be able to hopefully break their board and then continue into Link plays. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below, y'all, if y'all like this kind of video. I know I enjoy hashing out some of the combos with y'all, hashing out hands, making sure that the ratios are correct as far as being able to see them work. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below, y'all. This is Alex from Plus for TCG, signing out.